Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Hey, today we're going to take a look at the Saab B-17A from INIBUILD'S. This particular airplane dropped this week alongside the patch and can be yours for the low price of $14.99 if you do not own the deluxe version of Flight Simulator. If you own the deluxe version, you can get it for $9.99. So let's just take a look at this magnificent aircraft. The B-17A is a Swedish-built single-engine reconnaissance dive bomber. It was conceived in 1940 and then produced in 1941. And it was actually produced between the years of 1941 and 1944, and then ultimately retired in 1968. Overall, there were 326 of these aircraft built. The aircraft itself is powered by one Piaggio PX LBIS RC40D 14-cylinder air-cooled radial engine, and it also has a 3-bladed prop. The aircraft has a cruise speed of 230 miles per hour with a stall speed of 78 miles per hour. It has a max range of 1,100 miles with a ceiling of 32,200 feet. The wartime B-17A had the ability to carry 1,500-pound bombs in both externally and internally. It actually has a bomb bay built into the airplane. And it also had two fixed forward 8mm guns, though I don't see them modeled on this particular plane. The INIBUILD'S B-17A comes with 7 liveries. The Swedish Air Force, one Ethiopian livery, and another livery I don't remember what it was. Finnish. I believe it was a Finnish livery. Overall, the airplane looks pretty good. At first I was, I wasn't too excited about it, but it's really pretty good. And the airplane doesn't fly. I mean, I figured I was going to get into this and it was going to be really fast, and it's more of a lumbering type of, it's a bomber, so it has a totally different feel to it. The animations are really good, and the sound is excellent. It really captures the sound of that radial engine, and the animations are good. Like here, take a look at the landing gear. I'm assuming they did this on the landing gear to protect the landing gear from getting shot up. And those would be, that is probably where they mounted the exterior bombs. But overall, it's a beautiful looking aircraft. And correct me if I'm wrong, didn't they have one of these in the early IL Stormovik games? Because I remember flying this, and I remember when I saw this particular announcement, I saw B-17, and all I could think about was the B-17 bomber. And I believe I did that same thing with IL Stormovik, but this was one of the airplanes that was modeled in a probably the original IL-2 Stormovik game. But I could be wrong. So let's go ahead and take a look on the inside. We will go ahead and start with the rear compartment here. You have your own set of little gauges, own set of gauges back here. I'm not seeing. I would assume that the bomb side there, that would be the bomb release. And the canopies are animated. I'm just going to go ahead and close it. Yeah, all right there. I can't do it from back here. Not in showcase mode. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into the cockpit. So into the front of the plane, we have a really nice array of functioning equipment. Cockpit-wise, it's your pretty much standard array of this era of aircraft. All the little switches and everything seem to do something. Magnetos, so your lights, reserve fuel, propeller, magnetos, fuel tank select, cowling flaps, primer engine, windshield. And I also did find the bomb door lever crank. To make this do anything, you have to turn it yourself. And you'll notice the gears down there between the yoke and the or the mechanisms turning down there to open the bomb bay doors. So if we go back out to our outside view, now our bomb bay doors are open. Pretty cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and close that up. I don't really like the way that works. Now, did that close it or did I just open it? Nope, it's closed. Okay. So then we want to go back here and close the rear canopy. And we'll go ahead and fire this thing up. Let you hear the engines. Now I found the oxygen also has your oxygen valve, extra oxygen connections, nav selectors. Now I am just assuming that you cannot see any of the mounted weapons, because this is a straight to Microsoft release. So I'm not even going to look for them. Cowling flaps. There's a pen. Hey, you need a pen. There's a pen. Okay, so the top canopy latch, it actually opens up instead of slides back. That makes sense. Alright, let's go ahead and start her. Now, engine sound, it does it captures that radial engine sound pretty good. Was kind of hoping for a little bit more in the startup, but that's okay. Overall, pretty good aircraft. I'm happy with it. I love these old World War II planes. I enjoy flying these planes in Flight Simulator. Alright, let's go for a flight. We are in Kiruna, Sweden. Figured this would be fitting for this. So I did go ahead and switch aircraft. I went to the Finnish livery, so you can check it out. The other liveries is Swedish, the prototype livery, and the Egyptian one, and then there's two of the default Flight Simulator liveries that nobody flies. Okay, here we go. Good solid little plane. cowling flaps extended out partially. Pretty good overall plane. I'm happy with this. Probably a little happier with this than I am the MU2. What am I, when we were in the back, I made mention of the, it's the speedometer. Tonight is not a good night for me to do this. My brain just doesn't seem to be grasping anything I do today. So, according to what I read, stall speed is 78, or it will actually keep flying at 78. But this has a lumbering feel to it. Uh-oh. Well, we're not really paying attention here, are we? Good sound effects. And remember, you're flying a tail dragger, so let's drop our speed here. Oops. All over the place. Come on. This isn't our, first rodeo doing this. Okay, well, brakes don't flip it over anyways. Flaps up. Alright, well, hey, I think that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. This is just a quick look at the Saab B-17A from INIBUILD'S. I would say pretty darn good airplane. Anything World War II, I'm pretty much a fan of right off the bat. I love seeing these old airplanes. So with that being said, that ain't gonna work. Let's go in here. Oh, look at that. There's your night lighting. That's pretty cool. That'd be illuminescent, or whatever they call it, glow in the dark. Why am I landing? Oh, that must be just a reflection of the sun, huh? Reserve fuel pump. Nav light selector. Alright, well, hey, thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this. We will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.